Good morning, everybody. Let's get it. Let's hit it. Alright, y'all. I just finished working out, and yep, I'm about to put the calories back in. Let's go and hit up Mickey D's right quick. Good morning. Let me get 2 sausage burritos. Y'all, I need to go get some guys too. No, but I wanted to come on this morning and talk to y'all real quickly about, just helping people. But hold on, let's go get the gas so we can keep it moving. Yeah. Hey y'all, look, sorry about that. My daggone, I thought I was recording in the car, honey. I was just running my mouth and wasn't recording the daggone thing. But anyway, I'm getting dressed now. Ooh. And just again want to talk to y'all about, helping people. Or, people helping you or however the case may be. And I'm going to just be getting dressed for work around y'all. Look, I had gotten to a discussion. Somebody was a little, in my life, they were a little bit irritated because you know how you can go out your way to help other people and mention them and give them accolades and this and that and the other. And let me tell you something, and then they don't reciprocate that. Let me tell you, it happens to me all the time. But you know what? That's why I thank God for Jesus. And going back to what we discussed about Kanye, you got to know who you are. Because if you're looking back to see if people are going to help you, oh, sure. We want people to reciprocate when we help them and assist them out of a bind or whatever the case may be. And that's why I've learned through the word, whatever you do with a cheerful heart. Whatever you do it purposely, that you truly, if your motive is to truly help somebody, if they don't reciprocate it, then you're not crushed. You're not, in a fetal position in the corner because they didn't reciprocate that help. And again, we're human. Yeah, we would love for people to give us an honorable mention. We would love people to shout our names out and say, well, you know what? She helped me. She helped me. People, you want people to give you homage for stuff. But I recognize we live in a world where people are so competitive and so catty. They are afraid. Hear what I'm saying. You got some people who are afraid to give you any accolades. They're afraid to give you any information that's going to catapult you or that's going to bless you or elevate you. Because they know if you're a hustler and a go-getter, and they know once you have been the recipient of good information that's going to allow you to be successful, oh, they'll withhold it from you. They won't even point you to the direction of where to go get it. See, I'm of the belief, just like anybody else, it might have took my grandma, my mama and them, or sister and brother and them 20 years to get something. But if I can teach somebody or show somebody that they ain't got to go through the 20 years that I had to suffer through, you don't have to go through those 20 years. Because guess what? The fact that I learned, got up and got over, I'm finna teach you this in a matter of a sentence. And you won't have to go. That's who Tonya is. That's who I am. But I recognize some people are not like that. They're not going to help you. And I'm going to say it. We Christians can be that way. Believers, we can be that way. We'll say to each other, oh, we ain't, you ain't supposed to be of the world. We just in it. We know. But yet you'll measure me. You, my sister and brother in Christ, you'll measure me by worldly standards. You'll try to define and put on me by worldly standards what is my success. See, a lot of people's success looks like if you got a nice car or a nice home. Or if you're married and you got this perfect picture life. To people, that is their stamp of approval of success. Oh, I can't, she in an apartment. I can't believe she ain't got no house yet. You know, those standards is what we as Christians sometimes will measure each other by. So you're okay, Tonya. And I'm using myself as the analogy. Long as you're in that apartment and I don't see that you're moving up and you're, you're moving across the street from me. Now I'm in the subdivision now. Now I'm in the affluent neighborhood now. And now that I have moved up and now I'm going to be your neighbor. Oh, then there's a problem. Then you're trying to figure out, well, how does she get that? Or how does she do that? But see, that's what I'm saying. We will measure each other by worldly standards of what success is. And I understand that's just a measuring tool that we have to go by. Not necessarily have to go by, but what we go by. But at the same time, you know, people are okay if you're on the other side of the track. But as soon as you get that car that's the same class as they car, or house, or clothing, whatever, name, pick it. Some people are not going to be apt to help you. So I come on here to encourage you, and this is how I encourage that person. Let me tell you something. Let the Lord be your help. Because man and woman, they're going to fail you every time. Now, sure, you know, you have a belief that your parents will help you, that your siblings will help you, whatever. Okay, but for the most part, don't be discouraged. Don't be discouraged because so-and-so didn't mention your name in that article. Or that person on the job didn't say that, you know, well, it was me and Tonya that actually worked on this report. And she did probably 70% of it to get it to where, but because I'm, you know, I got to be the picture and the face of the report, I'm not even going to mention her. I'm not even going to mention that she, you know, sat up and did the hours of work. Listen, it happens. It happens. And yeah, I've gone in my corner and cussed the cat and kicked the dog. Oh yeah, I've been there. But I also, as I've learned, as I'm growing, as I mature, as I get older, some people are not going to do that because they're that competitive fleshliness, that competitive spirit that people have on them. They don't want you to get, to, and let's just be honest, some people, they don't want you to get any more further than they are. They're okay if you're a little bit under them. One or two pegs under them. They want to keep a safe, somewhat distance in between their success and yours. I'm telling you. But let me tell you, it's so freeing. God, I thank you today. It's so freeing when I recognize, girl, Tonya, because I've been there when I was younger, trying to compete with people. And I had to recognize, wait a minute, hold on. When I truly gave my life to Christ, I said, you know what? What God has for me is for me. I can't expect other people to shout me out or pat me on my back or good girl, golly, old pally, old girl. Yeah, it feels good to get those. But the Lord remind me, do this as unto me. If you're a file clerk, be the best file clerk you can be. If you're a CEO, be the best CEO. Because if you focus on what Jane, John, and Jim is doing, that takes you off focus of what you should be doing. Hone in on your niche. Hone in on your skill sets, whatever those are. Or ask the Lord, Lord, you know what? I have an idea, but I don't know how to bring it into fruition. I don't know how to bring it to the forefront. Lord, help me. And Lord, put people in my life that will bless me. And they don't have a problem with me being successful. And they don't have a problem with seeing me excel. That's the other thing, too, you have to pray for. Because I'm going to tell you, like I told you in a couple of videos back, people will put a down deposit on your demise. They'll go around to every person they think that you could be blessed by, and they'll put and plant seeds. Oh, yes, honey, I'm telling you, I'm a witness of it. People will put deposits on your demise because they know you're a go-getter. They know that you're up, but like I said, if God be for you, who could be against you? And again, that's why I'm saying, when we tap into and take on the yoke of God, and again, yes, we're in this flesh and things hurt and things are painful when you find out, well, daggone, I can't believe she didn't even tell me, or he didn't even tell me that. That's all I had to do. And I was just having a conversation with this person about this very thing. Come to find out, they're the people that's over it. They're the ones who is responsible. And they didn't even want to give me that information. I'm telling you. So that's why don't be discouraged. Be not weary in well-doing, because you will reap if you fail not. I'm telling you, people, be encouraged. People are not going to say your name. God will say your name and answer to his name that he gives you. Because the man and woman are not going to do it. You're going to have some people. You'll have a few people in your life who are really going to hold your shoulders up. It's just like on this platform. There are people that I pray for them. I can see things that, okay, they seem to have it all together. And I'm sure people may look at me and think the same thing and lift me up in prayer. Thank you. Thank you for your prayers. Because guess what? Somebody prayed for me. Somebody continues to pray for Tonya. And I look at some people on that platform and they are very transparent and they talk about everything that's going on in their life. And I lift up and I pray for those people. Oh, yeah, it's interesting to get, be like this and listening to the story. And, oh, my God, I can't believe. But there's another side. It's just like on my eating channel when we did the live on Tuesday. Let me tell you something. It blessed me. There was a young man on there. I think his name was Dion. And he was watching, him and his grandmother, he said he was watching my eating show, on the live show. Him and his grandmother Catherine has stage 3 cancer. And he was in a place of hurt and pain. And he made the comment, he said, you know, I've done so much, Lady T. Now listen at this. Good God Almighty, I thank you today. He said, Lady T, I've done so much bad or whatever. I forgot exactly how I'm paraphrasing. He said, I've done so much bad and I've done so much. Will God even hear my prayer? Now here it is. We laughing and cackling and carrying on how we do on over there on the flavor train, and even over here. We laugh and cackle and carry on. But listen, let me tell you something. When you come in boldly before the throne of grace, and let me tell you something. God uses us to be a blessing to people. That's one of the main reasons why I'm on this platform too. We get our laughing and all that. And I do my girl. But true and true of who I am as a woman of God. And Lord, use me wherever you need to use me. And I am not ashamed of the gospel. It may not get a whole lot of views and all that, but you know, I'm not ashamed of the gospel. Because what God has for me is for me. So I'm going to get it whether it's on this platform or off. But what blessed me, that young man was like, you know, okay, yeah, I see you commenting from Sweden. I see you commenting from the UK. But hold on, my grandmama is dying. I need somebody to pray for me. He was afraid. He was ashamed. He didn't know how to go boldly before the throne of grace. But he saw some women of God. Thank you. That he saw me and others that were listening in and others that were watching. And we stopped right there in the middle of that video and began to pray for Dion and his grandmother, Catherine. See, that's how we have to do sometimes. Sometimes we'll look to folk, but sometimes you have to touch and agree with people. And that's what I mean by, Lord, send people in my life that can help me. Send people in my life that'll help me and catapult me and be a blessing to me. And I a blessing to them. That's what we have to pray. So that it touched me. That young man, you know, stepped on into the live session we were going. And he was like, okay, you know, move out the way, y'all. Yeah, I know y'all laughing and carrying on with Lady T. Come on, move out the way. I need somebody to pray for me. Tonya, I done did some stuff. You know, help my unbelief. And I ministered to him, you know, tell him, Lord, help my unbelief. And that's for anybody out there. Don't ever think that the Lord don't hear you. You can be the most ratchet folk. He said, come to me as you are. Whether it be a needle in your arm pumping up heroin, or you a CEO of a company and you are embezzling money, whatever. And it don't have to even be on the negative scale. Things could be going fine in your life. But you recognize, wait a minute. I am not an island unto myself. I need some help. And yes, the Lord will put people and use people to help you and bless you and cause you to prosper. But I'm telling you, for the most part, God is our true help. God is our ever-present help. We may not see the manifestation of it happen instantaneously. But oh, let me tell you, just like in the book of Daniel, he said, Daniel, I heard your prayer the first day it left your lips. But there's warfare going on in the heavens. There's some angels fighting on your behalf to get your prayer and your blessing to you. Daily, God loads us up with benefits and blessings and mercies and, oh God. But anyway, I just want to encourage your heart. Like I said, there are going to be some people molded in their heart. That's why I'm so glad God look at the heart. You can sit up here and do all this. Oh, yeah, girl, I love you. But honey, let me tell you, what's in your heart? You can be up here. You can think you up here on the mountaintop. But what's in your heart? Do you truly want to help people? Do you truly want to be a blessing to people? And like I said, this is the only platform I can think of right now because this platform is a blessing. And then you got people on this platform that are so messy, catty. Oh, they're not going to ever say your name because they don't want you to excel more than them. And not that they have the power to make you fail or succeed. But there are some people that will put deposits on your demise. Oh, absolutely. Oh, they will thwart some things for you. They'll make it a whole lot harder for you to excel. But again, because I know God is my source and my resource. And yes, he uses people. Yes, he does. But because I'm tapping into who God is, my present help. What God has for me is for me. And if God be for me, then who can be against me? So just be encouraged this day, the day that we're in. Be encouraged this day. Man and woman may not ever say your name, but the name that God gives you to give you that help that you need, you'll know it, you'll answer it. He says, my sheep know my voice, and others they won't follow. So follow Jesus. Anyway, I just want to get on and just talk about that, helping people. You got to have it in your heart to help people. And if they don't reciprocate, you can do all the supporting and cheering and rah, rah, rah. People may not do that. They may not reciprocate it. And that's okay. And ask the Lord to guard your heart about that. So that you don't get all twisted and bent back about it. Amen. Anyway, let me go on and do what I got to do. I got to get out of here, y'all. Anyway, God bless you and may the peace of the Lord be with you. I love y'all. Bye.